about season 2 as much as you want.
Oh yeah. Well, you
Nah.
can't really tell a lot, can
Nah.
you? No, that's it.
That's it.
So we've heard that for Appleton that it's going to be a really traumatic season, that he's going to be, his new Viking pick is going to be tested and he may be rethinking Christianity.
Ah, did Michael tell you this?
Yeah. So you could tell us something.
No, Michael, I've only read up to the end of episode 4 of season 2, but Michael has kind of teased me a bit of what will happen to Athelstan throughout season 2, and it's very, very dark. And I was saying earlier that I can't think of another character in another TV show that goes on the extremity of the journey that Athelstan does over 2 seasons, just where he starts, what he goes through, and where he then ends up within 1.5 seasons. It's really it's really exciting as an actor to do that, firstly, and quite scary reading it. You kind of think, I can't believe that this ever would have happened to someone, you know? But those are the characters you fall in love with most as an audience. It's like Shakespearean characters that are thrown into the most extraordinary circumstances and somehow survive. It's, yeah. Struggling, constant struggle. Yeah. Yeah. We do. I mean, yeah, we've read the script, but I really can't.
Just say yes, no.
Yes, no. No, Ragnar's family is very dysfunctional at the end of season 1, and very sort of well, it kind of is separated with him taking up this sort of love affair with Aslaug, Jotunland princess, and so season 2 kicks off with this very dysfunctional family. So any kind of semblance of any relationship with any of them is rare, I'd say. Like, it's kind of, you know, yeah.
Loki up too. I mean, since he was the man who created the boat that made it possible for them to go west, has his status like now that Ragnar is the Lord?
I'd say so. You know, now there's a new guy, new king in town. You know, Ragnar's the Earl now, and Floki's a part of his posse. So, you know, this great hall that used to belonged to Earl Harold. So now it's their living room. You know, so of course he's part of that success story that is Ragnar's. Oh yeah, well, you know, Floki, he's like the most, you know, pagan of them all. He's the pagan fundamentalist. You know, he truly believes in his gods, and he's willing to die for them. He's going for it, and I think that he questions that guy a bit. You know, he's a wannabe Viking. You know, he doesn't quite buy it. So there'll definitely be some of that interaction.
Is it hard to keep things secret? Like, for example, in the footage we saw tonight, something crazy happens with Floki.
Yeah.
Do you have to like bite your tongue constantly because you know obviously what happens with the character?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, are you kidding? You love it. You love sitting here and being like, I know something you don't know.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't like biting my tongue. I'm still biting it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it's a good tongue to bite.
Do you ever wish Floki were more serious, or do you ever?
He's serious about what he's serious about. You know, he definitely has his moments. In the first season, it was the moment with Rollo when he was baptized. He wasn't fucking around then. So he definitely has his moment where there are some things that he's not willing to joke about. He wouldn't, like he says that even in the first episode, like, I'd never joke about shipbuilding. Some things are sacred to Floki, and whatever it is, he wouldn't compromise on that.
And everything else is fair game.
Yeah, and like, he's just that kind of guy, but it's not as easy. Like, it would have been boring to me as an actor if he would only be a joke.
Right.
You know. So I like that about him. That he's got both sides, and he can get really dark and really scary sometimes, and he can be really light and etherical as well. So I like that dynamics within the guy.
And how is Athelstan doing with Ragnar? You know, I thought that they were building a relationship, but then when they went to that retreat where they were going to do the human sacrifice, and he was doing the human sacrifice.
Well, they call it a retreat.
Little spa.
Human sacrifice retreat? It's not better for it, is it?
Anyway, but so I would think at that point that he would have totally changed his attitude towards him because he thought he was building a friendship, but obviously he was changed.
Yeah, well, remember at the end of season 1, you've not actually seen any interaction with Ragnar and Athelstan in episode 9 after that betrayal, because he's off in Jotunland flirting with Aslaug and getting into trouble. So there's a lot of time that passes between that, and then there's more time that passes between the end of season 1 and the beginning of season 2. So when we finally see at the start of season 2 some interaction between them, a lot of time has passed, and also a lot has changed in his own family. And I mean, Ragnar is the reason that Athelstan is alive, essentially. I mean, yeah, okay, he let him nearly be sacrificed, but the reason he's made it this far is because of Ragnar Lothbrok, so...
But also that sacrifice is not like he's screwing him over to kill him. Like, in his mind, it's like it's an honor as well.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, and then Leif steps in and he gets that honor. You know, it's not like I'm screwing you over to get you killed. It's more than that. For him, it's not like I'm killing you off. For him, it's like he actually truly believes that this is a way to get this guy into, you know, into his idea of heaven or Valhalla or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like doing him a favor, really.
Yeah, I'm not sure Athelstan quite sees it that way.
Yeah, it'd be important to preach.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's the wannabe Viking.
Yeah, I know.
I sent in. I think in the beginning they were only casting Ragnar and Rollo, so I sent in simultaneously sent in a tape for both those two characters, and then I got feedback like you're really right for the project, and I read the pilot, and I actually really did fall in love with the Floki character because as an actor for me it's just more to work with. It's funny, it's further away from myself. I think I go through a bigger transformation with that character, and then they asked me to audition for that character. I was like, yeah, boom, bring it on. So that's how I ended up getting that character. And it kind of had me at hello a bit. And because like it's such a funny character to play because I can really play with it. Sky's the limit what I can do with this guy. And the freer I am with this character, the more the audience is going to like it. There's no way to play this character straight and get away with it. It wouldn't work. It'd be just like it wouldn't make sense. Yeah. Well, we don't improv. I mean, we don't improv a lot of dialogue.
No.
But you know, on actions, which is so fun with Floki. And there were so many scenes that were like group scenes, and most of the time, just like if it was just to stand there and observe what happened, that would be so boring. But being Floki, I'd be like, you know, I'm not interested now. I'm just gonna go over here and be like about that. You know what I mean? And then so I can always find something specific to do with Floki, and then if the director chooses to point a camera at that, and if they choose to keep that in the editing, cool. If they don't, fine. You know, but for me it's fun because I can always find something specific to do and something fun to do.
Yeah, and
a lot of stuff they actually choose to keep, and like that stuff that I just came up with that wasn't in the script. So that way it's fun.
Yeah. I was just going to say also if you have a cast member on a team in something that is willing to risk a lot and have seemingly a lack of fear in going into working in scenes and dialogue. It gives everyone else a lot more confidence to go to places. Like when you read the dialogue of Floki in the script, I mean, Floki didn't have to be the eccentric character that you made him. But in doing it and having that kind of lack of fear, you get to work with an actor that you feel safe with. Do you know what I mean? In scenes, and you feel like you can kind of.
Maybe you're